Moves to accelerate digitization in the wake of coronavirus lockdowns are forcing businesses to manage a swelling tidal wave of data. Last week, startup Snowflake Inc. rode that wave to become Silicon Valley's hottest export. Shares in the San Mateo, California, company, whose software helps enterprises rapidly analyze business information, closed Wednesday at $254 a share, more than double the initial public offering price. Enterprise tech chiefs, speaking broadly on the market reaction to the data warehouse provider, point to the challenges they face in unifying and analyzing their data in real time across multiple data sources. The company is also in some sense more easily understood as a phenomenon of how do we make sense of data, said Arthur Hu, Chief Information Officer at Lenovo Group Limited. Business data over the last decade has become both more valuable and more abundant, the result of the push toward digital processes, such as e-commerce and automation, that simultaneously consume and generate information. The data deluge is only likely to increase, thanks to emerging technologies like edge devices and 5G, which are poised to enable data to come from more places at a faster pace. Within this framework and defined broadly, anything that smacks of, how can I take data and make it relevant and accessible and break down the barriers is going to be highly attractive, said Mr. Hu. An April IDC report estimated that some 59 million petabytes of data would be created, captured, copied and consumed in 2020, up from 45 million petabytes in 2019. 1 petabyte is equal to 1,000 terabytes. Data warehouses date to the 1970s as a way for companies to store and analyze huge amounts of information in their on-premise servers. Starting in the 2010s, companies including Amazon.com Inc. and Alphabet Inc.'s Google began selling cloud-based data warehousing services. Snowflake's offering made its debut in 2015, giving customers the ability to dissociate storage and computing power. That was a novelty at the time. Back then, if a user needed more processing power but not more storage, they'd have to pay for both, and vice versa, said Gartner Inc. analyst Adam Ronthal. Competitors have since introduced similar features, he said. So they picked up a lot of Amazon customers in the early days, Mr. Ronthal said, and then built on that market momentum and expanded into Microsoft Azure, and then most recently into Google Cloud Platform. So now they're on the 3 largest clouds. Snowflake's customers cite the software's ability to streamline data sharing, a plus when business data is housed in disparate systems. Chris Dillon, Vice President of Architecture and Cloud Enablement at Cox Automotive, says Snowflake allows the company, whose brands include AutoTrader, Kelley Blue Book and Manheim, to easily share data, such as car valuations with dealers and other partners. They can just access it directly from our Snowflake repository, Mr. Dillon said.